First one where we'll start is quarterback. Um, I have Caden Salter there. And again, it's not potential. So please hear me when I say that. The potential of Julian Lewis is a top 10 pick in the NFL draft when he's ready. Julian Lewis, again, he is, that is a young man that I am thrilled about. Again, all the scouting reports I've done, film watching. He is one of the best quarterbacks I have seen in high school football. We went over the stats on Wednesday, what he brings to the table, that state record in Georgia of, what was it, 530 plus yards as a true freshman in the state championship game versus Caleb Downs, and 5 touchdowns. That is the sky's the limit for him. And again, not putting any pressure, not saying this, but I do he's going to be a Heisman Trophy finalist here in the next couple years, if not once or twice. By his sophomore and then junior year for sure. He is going to have an outstanding career at Colorado, and again, it's just a matter of time. You'll probably see here soon. You're going to see a 5-star wide receiver commit just because Julian Lewis is there, and they know what he brings to the table. But as of right now, today, Caden Salter, I would put at QB. From all indications, it does look like he is going to be the starter 2 weeks from right now. And again, it's nothing that Julian did or did not do. Again, Juju is going to get his time to shine. So it's just something to look forward to at this point. But Julian is going to be a really, really great player for CU. Caden right now, again, has talent. Again, like we talked about, 7th rated overall quarterback in the class of 21. Nothing to hang your head about over there. Let's move to running back. So this has been a position that has been tough for me. And some of these things I'm just going to go with my gut on and what I was able to, see last year from that running back position. And is tough, as high as I have been on Dallin Hayden, I do think Micah Welch should be the RB1 just based off of last year. Again, I'm not there every day. I don't know what the coaches are seeing. I don't know what they're looking for in a running back. And again, there's new voices in the room with Marshall Faulk, positively, I mean. But again, I did see a video yesterday of him jump cutting, making these hesitation moves. He looks a lot quicker. Someone said there was some weight loss that happened, but he looks a lot lighter on his feet. So again, I do think Michael Welch will be the lead back, but again, both are going to play a lot. And again, back to the quarterback position, you're probably going to see a 60-40, 70-30 split with Caden and Julian. But Micah and Dallin Hayden, that's going to be more close to 50-50. I do think we see Dallin in on more of the passing plays. So, again, that's just something to monitor. Wide receiver. I like, and again, the star of the show so far, the star of camp, Amari Miller. He's been having one hell of a camp. So to put anybody above O right now would be, I don't think you really can at this point, but Omarion is set for a big year. So I think he's the best. Now, we want to talk just pure talent, Hakeem Williams, that is a former 5-star recruit. He was ranked as the 4th overall receiver when he came out. Tons of talent too, and again, he's not being talked enough about. It just seemed like he kind of slid under the radar. Hakeem Williams that dude's a baller. You go watch any, I would encourage you guys to all go watch his high school tape. You know who the best player is on the field when you go watch him play. But again, right now, Marion Miller, that is Colorado's best player. He might even be their best player on offense at this point. And again, that's no slight to anyone else. He's a hell of a player. So again, one that I think is going to, possibly they possibly end up hopefully in the league, but he stays one more year after this, he should be able to be a first round pick next year, in my opinion, if things go well. Tight end position, Zach Atkins. It is, I've been sitting here trying to remember the last time the Colorados had a tight end. So, just it's been a while. I was trying to think back to the Cepho Lufau days with Mike McIntyre. For some reason, drawing a blank right there for the tight end. But just since Colorado has had an actual receiving threat at tight end, I was watching actually the CSU, or highlights, I should say, the CSU versus CU game from 23. What was his name? The quarterback, the tight end, 87, caught 2 touchdowns in that game. But again, he didn't sustain that throughout the year. But I'm just, the last time, and again, this is like really, really high praise, but last one I can think of is Daniel Graham. And again, that dude was like, one of the, best tight end. What was it? I can't remember, drawing a blank here, but best tight end in the Nation Award that year. Went on to win a couple Super Bowls with the New England Patriots. Dude was a fantastic player. Again, he won that award over Jeremy Shockey. When Jeremy Shockey had a killer year at Miami. So again, just really excited for Zach Atkins. Not saying he's the next Daniel Graham whatsoever, but they do have a legitimate threat, someone that can go up and get it, box somebody out on a rebound, right? Go up and get that ball, treat it like a rebound, and go get that thing. But really excited for what Zach Atkins brings to this offense. And again, it's just another layer to what this Colorado offense brings with Caden Salter, Omarion Miller out, Draylen Miller. We got Dre there. You got and whoever it is they've decided, Hakeem Williams, Joseph Williams, whoever it is to decide. But this Colorado Buffaloes offense, they do have some weapons, and they can change it up. Edge. So I decided to separate edge and defensive line. So for the edge, I say Arden Walker. So again, that is a local kid from Cherry Creek High School. He should lead the team in sacks this year. He's going to be up there to lead the Big 12 in sacks. Really excited to what he brings to the table. But and again, Arden had he had a quiet year last year, but it shouldn't have been quiet. He really got after it last year. And again, there should be more talk surrounding what Arden Walker brings to the table. And again, he's not just an edge player. So, but just for the sake of this, so I can talk about a couple more positions, I wanted to put Arden there. So, and again, expecting a big year from him. Defensive lineman. Now, this is one of my favorite players on the roster. One that I really enjoyed just watching was Amari McNeil. So I am really, really interested to see what he does this year. Dude has all the potential in the world. I can't remember who it was yesterday, but they posted something about Amari McNeil and the big season that he should have. And again, I'm really excited for what he can bring to the table. So watch Amari McNeil, big number 88. I believe he's wearing number 88 again this year. I hope so. He looks cool in it. So I just want to watch. He's going to eat this year. And then again, the Jaheim Otis. I do like him a lot. Do not get me wrong at all. Jaheim Otis, tons of talent, can be a first, second round pick. He has that kind of potential. But again, let's see where he is at. I've seen some camp videos on him and this and that. And again, people jumping all over Jaheim Otis. Oh, this is why Alabama didn't want him. This is why he transferred, all this stuff. We don't know, again, what is going on in a specific drill. We don't know what they're working on. Defensive line is one of those positions, especially in interior defensive linemen, your D tackles. Those are hard positions to judge because right, everybody has seen what Aaron Donald has done, and everyone expects someone to be the next Aaron Donald. That is not going to happen. That is not a defensive tackles. That's not their job to go get sacks, and their job is to eat blockers, let those linebackers free up. And again, that is depending on which technique they're playing, what kind of formation they're running. Are they running any games up front? It just depends, right? Like we talked about, Colorado is a 4-2-5 front. Sometimes they'll show a 2-4-5, just depending on it. But again, Colorado has essentially five DBs on the field at all times. So again, that is just something that we need to watch. I think I saw something where they were in a 4-2-5. What was the percentage? 29%. The other 18 or so was a 2-4-5. And again, that 2-4-5 can look like you have two linebackers or edge players standing up at the ends, the outside of the line, ends of the lines, playing your edge position. So those are just things to watch. But Colorado, like most teams now, even in the NFL, there's typically five DBs on the field. So again, we just have to be aware of what is being asked of Jaheim Otis. What is his job on the play? What is his responsibility? What technique he starts off at? These are just things that, again, a lot of the times, unless you play D tackle or understand what it is to play D tackle, you're not going to understand. So again, don't get too caught up in numbers and all these different things. Not everybody's Aaron Donald. So again, that is the greatest defensive tackle we may have ever seen. It's either him or the Warren Sapp there. One of those two, pick one, and pick either one. Pick one and let it ride. So, yeah. So again, just don't watch those videos and think, oh, Jaheim's doing poorly. So again, just would encourage